Hey, what's up guys? Bajheera here, bringing you some 3v3 arena commentary. Today we're going to be facing a lot of MLS as Warrior Mage Priest. We've had a lot of trouble facing MLS because they have so much control, so much damage, and we've been trying to go on a DPS and failing just because they can control us and outlast us and eventually score a kill. So, in traditional fashion, whenever, actually playing the game doesn't work, what you have to do is just be really dumb and zerg the shit out of their healer. So that's what we're going to do. Against these MLS teams, we're just going to go balls to the wall on their shaman and hopefully score a kill. My advice to you guys, of course be aggressive. Take note when they're focusing you because you don't want to pop a wreck when you're just getting blasted. But if you can, front load your cooldowns, then you might get lucky and score a kill. The second tip is to hold on to your pummel. A lot of times these healers like to fake cast you, and eventually they'll fake cast until they're about 30%, at which point you pummel them and then they're toast. That's exactly what happened to that shaman just then. I was able to throw him down and fear his first couple heals, and then he wanted to fake cast a little bit and ended up getting his sort of last cast pummeled, and then he was locked out for a while and died. So this match, the shaman and the warlock managed to get up under this pillar, so we're gonna have to start on the mage. So I'm like, alright, let's do this. Front loading cooldowns, we're gonna blow somebody up. So my mage goes really offensive, I go really offensive. The mage blinks away from me, I heroic leap, throw him down so he can't do anything except ice block. I pop wreck, shatter his ice block, and then I'm gonna blade storm as soon as I get out of this Nova. That way we're putting tons of pressure on him. The shaman cannot recover, has to eat some sort of CC, probably a fear of some sort, and I ended up wreck storming the mage for the kill. Guys, against these control teams, where especially teams with the warlock, it's risky to let the game drag out. The mage will definitely burst you down if you don't go on the mage, but so you have essentially two choices. I've found is you can go on the mage and try to play really well and get a kill, but you have to play perfectly, and the MLS has to mess up. So you can go on the mage or you can go on the shaman. Same map, same team, same attempt to get up on the pillar. Again, they get up on the pillar. So what I'm going to do is the same thing. We're just going to go on the mage because, we don't really have any other options. The mage is the only one down here for us. And I know you can heroic leap up on the pillar. I suck at it, so we're just going to hit the mage. I'm following this mage around. The shaman's up there just casting heals on his mage. The warlock's got his port. The pillar comes down now, so now would be a good time to switch to the shaman. Although I'm feeling pretty good about killing this mage, so I'm just going to do the same thing I did last time. Is wreck storm over, but if you wanted to go on the shaman, that would be a perfect time to do so. But we've got a lot of pressure on this mage. He's already got his ice block out. I shatter it, sit in this Nova, but I'm not done with this mage just yet. My mage is pouring in damage on this guy. Unfortunately, he cancels or gets his frostbolt countered, so I could have reflected that and probably killed him that way. But see, we've already gotten Nature's Swiftness out, we've already got the Spirit Link down, and on that Spirit Link, we're going to switch to the Shaman. Once Shamans have their Nature's Swiftness and their Spirit Link down, it's an excellent time to switch into him, because they don't have a whole lot they can do. He tries to hard cast a Hex, I pummel that, and now he's just up on this thing just with me. I fear that first heal, so I'm trying to control this guy a little bit, throw him down, he trinkets my throwdown, charge into him. We've got him, he's got plenty of health, but we're both in really good position. My mage and I are both in really good position to do tons of damage to him. I get Nova'd out of his LOS, so I can't pummel him, but I've still got my pummel. So he might try to fake cast a couple more times, but if he does, he's going to just end up dying from lack of healing at all. So I get polyed. They're doing as best they can to peel us at the moment. I charge that heal. So charge acts like a blanket silence, so you can charge whenever. He tries to get this heal off at like, 10%. I pummel that because I know he has no chance but to try to get the heal off. And as a result of that pummel, he gets locked out. My mage and I pour enough damage into him to score the kill. At this point, I'm pretty exasperated fighting MLS guys. Not gonna lie, it's such a strong comp, and you can play so dumb and still be successful with it. But as a warrior facing an MLS, you must be on top of your game. I'm not saying that I didn't make mistakes in these games. I'm just saying that you've got to play smart. And one of the ways that you can play smart, and one of the ways that I've been trying to improve my gameplay, is to hold on to your pummel. That's one thing, that's the current thing that I'm working on, and that's, so I guess I can go ahead and give you that tip. See, there's there's my attempt at heroically pick up onto the pillar. Dreadfully unsuccessful. So in our continuous string of bad luck in terms of the teams we're facing, finally now that I've got a mage on the team, all we seem to face is teams that counter mages. and KFC is definitely one of those. Anything with the hunter is going to give your mage a lot of problems. So what I'm going to do against this KFC is spend a lot of time peeling. I'm on the warrior now. Our kill target is actually going to be the hunter. However, if I can keep this warrior off of my mage, it'll give the mage a little bit more of a chance to cast. So I'm hitting this warrior. He seems to oblige me, wants to switch into me just a little bit, while my mage and my priest are sitting behind that box. One of the things that the hunter's going to do is the hunter's actually going to put a lot of his CC into me. Since I do a lot of damage, it seems like he wants to get his monkey stuns and even sometimes some scatter traps onto me, which I guess will limit my peeling, which will give them a chance to do tons of damage to my mage, because hunters absolutely shred mages. So the hunter gets close to me, so I'm going to switch on to him. I'm going to Bladestorm his snakes and get a little bit of freedom out of that as well. So I'm trying to stick on this hunter, get him in a throwdown. This is an excellent opportunity to get some damage, but it looks like he trinkets my throwdown and deters. So a lot of that damage from my recklessness is going to be negated. I see my mage over here in his ice block because the warrior was tearing him up. The hunter decides to to disengage over to his line of sight, so he can try to get some damage on him, so he has no choice but to block. Definitely don't want to take all that damage. So the warrior charges back over to my mage, and I'm just back on peeling duty. Of course, during while I'm peeling, I'm doing damage to the warrior because the warrior can't get away from me quite as well as the hunter can, but I'm doing my best. So the warrior intervenes back to his healer, so he gets out of range of me, but as a result of that, I can just walk over to the hunter who is right in front of me, and I can hit him again. The hunter jumps off here, so he gets in sort of a bad position. However, we also get in bad position just by fighting so close to their entire team. So I'm actually going to take a lot of damage here. So I'm trying to hit this warrior, thunderclapping like half of the snakes. Somehow the snakes don't die, but the hunter's down there out of LOS of my mage and my healer, so nothing's gonna, nothing they can do here. My priest has to come over here to try to get some CC, but as a result of it, eats a scatter, and I'm feared at the moment, so I can't intervene his trap. So the trap goes down on my priest. He has to pop inner focus to get me, get me some health. So this is where I go really, really low. I do get a pain suppression and some huge monstrous heals from Poisty, my priest. So that allows me to, stay aggressive and stay on this hunter. I really have no choice here. I can't disarm the recklessness, so this is another time in this match where I almost die. With as much trouble as KFC seems to give mages, I'm taking a shit ton of damage. But I'm doing my absolute best to stay on the hunter when I can, and to peel the mage to peel the warrior from my mage when I cannot stay on the hunter. So I get the hunter in a throwdown while their paladin is in a sheep, get tons of damage on the hunter. I have to eat a scatter trap here. I go ahead and trinket the scatter trap, focus charge, focus fear the paladin, heroic leap over to the hunter who goes behind the boxes at a really inopportune time, and as a result of that misjudgment and that focus fear, I'm able to score the kill on the hunter. So, these are some pretty exciting games, and I hope you guys enjoyed them. I've got more from this comp coming up. I'm really, really enjoying WMP. It is not a face roll comp by any means, but it is really satisfying when you can set up your CC and score kills. So, I really hope you guys enjoyed the video. Look out for some more of this in the near future. I'll see you guys next time, and thanks for watching. Peace!